In this, we are counting them by their deployment cost and maximum fleet. So both participants in each duel, they agree to their own rules. Generally, right now they're using 150 DP and 15 ship max with a maximum of 6 fighter wings. So we see here Night Chase's fleet on top right now, as player fleet has 150.25, and SCC's fleet has 149 deployment cost. And so long as their fleet is within that 150 and within 15 ships maximum and whatever, they're free to use whatever. Additionally, the participants agree on what kind of mods they want to use. My apologies to Night Chase. Really fucking up at a copy paste. So this is round 1, redo. Night Chase versus SCC. This is, both the players have a serious fleet and a joke fleet. Serious fleet, they are both trying their best. That's fleet, holy fuck, that's a lot of explosions. Trying their best to take out the others. The joke fleet's perhaps not so much. Seeing still nice singularities on both sides. And even more missile spam this time from Night Chase. Holy. It's a lot of mines too. Night Chase's capital, Arjuna class, the Mayasur Navy. It's getting pretty high fluff. Singularity class pulled their two high tides into each other, completely obliterating one and almost destroying the other entirely. Wow. Good shit. Two singularities, completely overloading that Eagle. And no follow-up damage. So both the high tides on Chase's side have retreated, but there's still plenty of missiles coming from somewhere. Mean missile variant 4 class. Kudla. Impressive. Unfortunately getting caught out. This will work. Down to Chase's last 3 ships. One of them is a capital at least, but it doesn't look like it's doing too hot. It's very hard to get surrounded. It's very hard to deal with getting completely surrounded. Now, Chase has now actually gotten entirely above. Ooh, mines. Obliterates SCC's fighter for now. Some sort of mining pods. Escort fighters all the way up there. Just hanging out, I guess. Maxed out on flux, starting to take some hull damages. Armor's still up, not really hitting anything back though. Kamikaze frigate goes down. Korakazi, not Kamikaze. Mine's getting dropped, not quite exploding on the hull. Oh well. Couple last singularity torpedoes being thrown out. I wonder if that's all of them. Overloads the hammerhead. Gets hit by another. Armor stripped. Oh, nice. Mine layer is perfectly countering the fighters from SCC. But the Arjuna, it's got 2 special parts. One's got the massive triple railgun. Has a 3 burst. Very dangerous. There it goes. Just like that. The other it's got a Joker class fighter thing that follows it. I guess it might have gone right now. Limited deployment per engagement, I think. The Joker has a randomized weapon, 1 random large ballistic, pretty good. There's a question, where did SCC's Lion class go? What was that? Was that Chase's Lion class? I think that might have been Chase's Lion class. SCC not happy. Still more singularity torpedoes. Force's few ships are still standing. So he hasn't lost many ships in a long time. They are losing CR. 560 seconds in. Everybody's losing CR. Carrier has flown well out of engagement range. That's the long-range triple Gauss cannon do some nice work. If the butterfly class gets out of play, oh. Blank 9 layers and sabos. The enemy fleet is defeated. That is a victory royale for Night Chase. 2 ships remaining. SCC's fleet routes. Cool. (1-0) for Night Chase. Zip their sides. Let's go. Watching it from SCC's side this time. Very wide seat and it's taken out. Oh! Initial volley of 2 singularity torpedoes and Kopesh's painful. This time, the high tides are not dying immediately. They're gonna use for some very nice singularity combos. Flatlands become much faster after getting a singularity torpedo in their face. Ooh. A Reaper being flung at it. The Joker misses close. Singularity is being much more, oh, that's painful. Oh, very painful. Being much more picky with who they throw their singularities on. even more singularities, grinding it with the butterfly escort, knocking both. It's not a high tide. Nice. I think there's a nice collision damage going on. And the Jin's actually facing backwards. Here comes the fighters. Collision damage saving the day again for SCC, taking out a high tide. Taking the foray, disabling engines, bowling into SCC's fleet. Not the most expected effect of singularity torpedo, but I think he'll take it. Disabling armor strip, that's a bad call, right? Safety shield of the Eagle. Did survive one round of singularity plus missile combo. I like how these Lashers go up against the Juna. It's not for very long. As long as they don't get hit by the Gauss cannon, they'll be fine. At least there's enough of them that they, even if they do get hit, back off. Anyway, serve as a very nice distraction for the Hammerhead and the Wanderer class. Oh. It's not going to be a last ship standing this time. Boom. That's a victory for SCC. Makes it 1-1. Doesn't get away. And that's actually extremely one-sided. Well, not quite one-sided, but a lot. Very few losses, although their CR is losses massive. They didn't lose any hulls. Very many hulls. Okay. So, we can flip it once more. So it brings SCC back to player. That brings Chase back to player. So SCC has a lot more frigates than Chase does. Has 6 more frigates to be exact. Or 4 more frigates. But 6 more ships in total. Seems to be working out. Look that once. This is the last match of the best of 3 between SCC and Night Chase. Overwhelming force of missiles and explodables. down the 2 singular torpedoes going out. One gets taken down, no one moves. SCC's fleet together, both good and bad. What's going on? Holding for some nice collision damage. Full bomber, 9 layers bombers. I don't think these are very popular with those players in campaign. They seem to be working up well here. Judah has started taking armor damage. His nose armor has been stripped. Barely blocks all those close torpedoes with the shield. How many missiles does this war have? These reach non-stop singularities. Tides have reloaded, and it's about 60, 80-ish items on the map at the same time. Well, then I see one smash off the shields. Wow. Oh, we'll barely survive that Kopesh wave. Getting hit by what was that? Is that one of its own what? Taken out by some sort of railgun type weapon. Juna, here comes a wrecking ball. That's a high tide away. Nice. High tide retreats. Like a rage quit. Just knocked into like half hull by your own teammate and just retreat immediately after. Pilots, well, they don't hit yet. They just make the frigates fly away. I want to stay around for it. Going out and gets taken down. Blocking off more atropos again. That was just the local passions with items. Makes it out alive for now. High tide's really backwards. Are they retreating, maybe? Yeah, almost half hull. Yeah, it looks like the second high tide also wants out in this fight. Fearless Korokage, taking on frigate, destroyer, cruiser, and capital. They're not even firing. They're barely even firing back. What the hell? This one's scary frigate, man. I think that's what they call the ace pilot. Takes on a whole fleet all on its own. You know, literally everything is shooting on the Arjuna damage. Plenty of damage. Mostly kinetic and frag. Helps it survive a little bit longer. Yeah. If it goes on much longer, it'll start taking a lot of damage. Again. And missiles brings the Eagle up to maximum flux. There's no follow-up damage after that. So it's very close to getting taken to shreds, but just barely everything is tanked by the shields. Arjuna class retreated. What? Not looking good here for Chase's fleet. To the last 4 ships. Foray, War, Butterfly, and Vigilance. Vigilance M. But for the moment, looks like SCC fleet gave it some breathing room. Is nicely countering a couple of missiles, torpedoes, but there's still singularity torpedoes there. Not enough to take the foray around. Chase answers his own with his own singularity torpedo. Doesn't explode though. It's going to depend a lot on the bore and the flow rate, because that butterfly is not doing anything. Torpedo and a couple forays right in the side. Wow. It's the main carrier for Chase's current fleet, so no more fighters, no more mine layers, no more bombs. But the foray can continue shooting out tails, flames, like mini hydrophosics. If it still lives, it's getting shredded up, and it dies. Engine malfunction on the bore, 90% CR, I think that's about game. Cool. Let's see. cruiser that's out of CR, but the destroyer Wanderer class still has 30%. It's pretty rough. And that's it. Makes it. The butterfly class is still floating around at 0% CR, but that's it. That's 2-1 in favor of SCC. I'm gonna go take a break now. I'll be back later tonight, hopefully, with Vira and Lightning. Otherwise, we'll be scheduling with them to see when both of the fleets will be ready.